Hi. Well, in fact, it just reminded me of those things they used to do in the 70s, especially kids' TV shows, where somebody's doing something and then they kind of notice the camera and they go, "Oh, hello. Shall I do that now?" "Oh, hello." A bit bereft in doing another video. It's been a while, but I've been so busy doing the recording that I haven't had a chance to tell you about it. Today is a kalimba day. I've got a song here that I have virtually finished. I just thought it needed a little kalimba. This is my big kalimba, sometimes called an mbira. It has these holes at the back, so when you go, it records very nicely. Bit of reverb. I've got a smaller one here, which I got, was the first one I got. These are quite fancy ones. I think Hugh Tracy ones from South Africa. This one's a bit brighter. This kind of one's in C. Needs a bit of tuning. So you push these pegs in and out, and the tines in and out, and they do that. They get back in tune. This one's kind of in G-ish, B minor-ish. In the context of this song, I'm not recording it now.
No, it's a lie, but you got nothing better to do. Because a little wishful thinking, but easy through the day, brother, but too much wishful thinking.
Mostly in the breaks, I think, there's these gaps between verses. You get the idea, quite a jazzy number. I've done, really, this week is a final, well, I call it a final push, but the part, phase one of getting all these songs recorded to a certain standard, and that's base camp 1, really, and then I'm looking at bringing in some guests, sorting out which songs Dan wants to have in the Chris and Dan Britain album. Chris Conway, Dan Britain album, and then really bringing in guests as and when needed. From my list, I think I've got, hang on, I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 songs left on the list, and whether I actually won't need them all. I think I have enough for a solo album and songs for a Dan project, but there's an old song called Funniest Feeling I might do today, and then the rest, we'll see. The trouble is, by the end of the week, from Friday, the gigs start really kicking in with Gavan. It's St. Patrick's week, so Irish band, St. Patrick's week. It virtually lasts for 2 weeks for us now. We get a great slew of gigs, and it's difficult. I find if I'm recording in the day, then going off to gig in the evening, it's a different head really, and you kind of you go to a gig just wanting to get it out of the way so you can get back and finish what you were doing, which isn't a good way to gig. So, but I'll be happy if I just get on. I think one more song, I think, and I probably would be happy, and the rest, if they don't make it, they don't make it this time. But happy with what I did. I came up with an extra song, as you probably have seen from my blog, that happened in a dream of when I saw an old man. I was walking around an old house, and I came into this old attic, not like this, but even more cluttered than this, but full of old stuff. And there was an old man playing a squeeze box, and he's singing a song. And I remembered the song. I remembered it's just a little tune and a little. I remember the words to the first verse, and it was really about my parents, really, who I hadn't thought of for a little while. So that was quite a thing. I just wanted to play it, record it, piano, vocals, live, no click tracks or anything like that, overdubbing, and it took quite a few runs at it, but I think I've got a version that I like. So that's an extra song which I hadn't counted on. So I've probably got about 12, 13 songs for the Me album, and then for the Chris and Dan album, well, that depends which songs Dan likes of mine. And I've done, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Final push, I think today and tomorrow I think today just doing an extra song perhaps, and then tomorrow just tidying things up and working out what I've got. But and then working out what guests I need and what. Some songs are finished because they were just ballads and just that piano and guitar, and that's fine. So it's coming along pretty nicely, and I'll just lay down this kalimba on this track now. So yeah, then we're in Irish St. Patrick's madness for a month or so, and I've still got some reorient tracks to do for the Indian fusion album with Baluji Srivastav and Linda Shanovich. There, I've just got another track to mix and add to, and I've just been sent some music for my harp playing friend Franz Ellel, 3 tracks to add some low whistle to and flutes and things for a sort of Celtic fusion thing of his called N1. And so quite busy, and yeah, cracking on.